Okay.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to open up our IDA meeting. Roll call, please, Ann,
Chairperson Perfetti,
present.
Treasurer Alex,
Present.
Secretary Knifka,
Present.
Attorney Legnard, absent, Sean Ward, CEO,
Present.
John McNulty, CFO,
Present.
and Michelle Bourgeois, Assistant to the CFO, absent.
Okay, could I have a motion, please, to excuse Joe Legnard and Michelle Bourgeois, please?
Rachel, I just want to make note, Joe is here via
Okay.
phone. I have him on
Excellent.
speakerphone here in my office.
Okay, excellent. Could I have a motion, please, to excuse Michelle Bourgeois?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. Could I have a
I'll
second?
second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Next on our agenda is consideration of the minutes from our regular meeting, our annual meeting, and committee meetings that were held on January 20th, 2021. If I could have a motion, please, we all have those minutes that Ann sent us. If there's no questions or deletions.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Ted. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Next would be consideration of monthly financial reports as submitted by our Chief Financial Officer, but at this time, we do not have any, so we'll pass to the next.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
Were you gonna say something, Jack?
We did send out, and we did I don't know whether you sent it out or handed it out, but we did have an unaudited financial statement for January through December of 2020 on the IDA, but it was unaudited. But, you know, we just got the financial statements back and they didn't change anything, so it's all
No.
the same.
Right, and we did receive those, and we did look at them at our last meeting, so
Yeah,
Thank you.
I forwarded those to you, and I think it was
Yes, you
on
did.
March 11th.
you did. Thank you very much. Next is consideration of audit of claims for January 20th to 21 to present. I did look it over and it was routine. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, it's just payroll and health insurance,
Right,
normal monthly things.
exactly. So does anyone have any? If not, I'd like a motion, please.
I'll make a motion to accept the audit of claims.
Could I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And that's carried. Next is consideration of authorizing the Chief Executive Officer, our CEO, to release a public request for proposals for development of the north end of the former Ford Motor Company property. Sean will speak on that. And also, he did a lot of work on it. He actually prepared it and he did a nice job. So he's going to give us some information. And then after, I'll ask for a motion. Go ahead, Sean.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We have received some interest on the north end of the Ford property. And with all the oversight and, in following our land acquisition or our land disposition policy, we thought it'd be best if we go out with an RFP, public opportunity to bid on proposals for that project. And I'm just asking for authorization, or I'm recommending that the IDA board authorize allowing me to go out with a public bid. And then we will review those bids when they come in, and this board will decide what they think the best proposal would be for the use of that property. So, if any, actually.
Okay,
So I'm recommending that we do go out with an RFP, a request for proposal for economic development proposals for the north end of the property. I might add that just in recent days, we've had some interest on the south end of the property too, but I think it's a little early to get into detail as, going out for proposal or anything, but that's a possibility as well in the near future. But right now, just talking about the north end.
okay, thank you, Sean. And I do agree with your recommendation. So if everyone else does also, could I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Maggie. Could I have a second?
I'll second it.
Thanks, Ted. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Next is consideration of accepting 2020 annual investment report as forwarded by Chief Financial Officer on February 11th, 2021, which we did receive a copy, Jack.
Yeah, and that's nothing more than an analysis of our, they call it an investment report. It's just an analysis of the interest that we earned on, and the other items, some other items in our IDA savings account. That's all it is.
Okay. And we did get a copy. So could I have a motion, please, from
I'll
someone?
make a motion to accept the annual investment report.
Could I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Next is consideration of the approval and acceptance of the IDA land analysis for 2020. And I need a motion on that, please.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Maggie. Could I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Next is consideration and approval of the 2020 performance goals and measurements. If I could have a
I'll make the motion.
motion on that. Thank you, Maggie.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Next is consideration and approval of the 2020 annual report on operation and accomplishments. Could I have a motion on that too?
I'll make a motion.
Could I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Next on the agenda is consideration of the approval and acceptance of the 2020 IDA Independent Accountants Report, referred to as communications with those charged with governance. And a lot of.
I just might make a comment there that 11 and 12 won't be, you have those, you have copies
Right.
of those, but they're in draft form. And they won't be finalized until Rachel and I sign the rep letter, which is item number 13. So I'll have to come over. Are you gonna be in the office later, Rachel?
Yeah, I have my meeting at 4:30.
I'll come over before that and have you sign this rep letter with me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right up after, because I don't have speakers on my computer at work. So I have to go up and get some paperwork.
Well, I'll
I
just,
can meet you there. I'll be,
yeah, I'll meet you up there and we'll sign the letter and that'll be done. Then I'll send it in. And then
yeah,
what BST does is they'll go back and they'll finalize the communications with those charged in with governance and the actual financial statements.
okay. Very good. All right. Thank you. So as Jack said, we do have for 11 and 12, we have the paperwork on that. So I need a motion for 11 to accept the communications with those charged with governance.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Maggie.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Ted. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and it's carried. Next is consideration of approval and acceptance of 2020 final financial statement as submitted by the auditors, which we have a copy. So could I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion.
Could I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Next is a consideration of authorizing the chairperson and the chief financial officer to sign the BST representation letter, which Jack just explained.
I'll make
And
the
we have a
motion.
copy of that. Go ahead.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Maggie.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Ted. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Is there any other business to be brought before the board? Okay, before I ask for a motion to adjourn, our next meeting, if we have an agenda, will be Wednesday, April 14th, 2021 at 3 p.m.
That's wrong.
Oh, let me look. Is it? I didn't even.
It should
check
be the
that.
21st.
Okay.
That's the third Wednesday. I apologize.
Oh, don't worry. A lot of times I look and I didn't look. Because you're so good, Ann, all the time. All right.
Wednesday, the 21st.
21st, that is correct. Our next meeting, if we have an agenda, will be Wednesday, April 21st, 2021 at 3 p.m. Could I have a motion to adjourn, please?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Ted.
Second.
Thank you, Maggie. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, everyone, for all the work that you do. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.